That's when me and Jay had to decide what our next move was. The issue was getting home, as we knew the only way out was through the hole in the fence. We obviously didn't want to run into the risk of encountering Mr. G again.
I pulled zone by accident. Oh.
And find an alternative way home through the forest preserve. As we got deeper into the forest, I can recall stepping on a gooey substance, almost like it was a dead cat of some sort. Jay pulled out his cell phone and flashed his light towards my shoes, only to see a dead squirrel soaking in a puddle of its own blood. What the hell? Looks like a bear ate it. Dude, that looks gnarly. Jay then picked up the mutilated squirrel by its tail and asked me to take a picture of him with his cell phone. You're freaking sick, dude. He then
Bro.
put the dead squirrel on the ground, and we proceeded to head further into the trail. That's when we saw about a dozen mutilated squirrels scattered along the pathway. What the hell? Dude, we have to go back. Jay. I began to glance at Jay as he looked at me with a gaunt and horrific expression on his face. That's when I realized that he wasn't looking at me. He was looking behind me as he pointed past me with his trembling finger. I turned my head to look behind me, only to see a little girl sitting a couple of meters away from us, having a picnic by herself. As I squinted my eyes, I could see her chewing on the dead squirrel, as she then looks in our direction and said,
"Home to my daddy. I want him to know that I don't want to have a pet squirrel anymore."
That's when me and Jay ran back towards the direction of where we came from, as we couldn't believe what we had just witnessed. As we made it through the hole in the fence, we continuously ran through the neighborhood past Mr. G's house until we both made it home in our respective houses. I couldn't believe what I had just seen, as the thought of a little girl having a picnic in the middle of the forest while eating squirrels still gives me chills just thinking about it. What happened next was something I could not fathom or give any proper explanation towards. Jay ends up sending me a text and then immediately calls me. "Hello? Hey dude, look what I just sent you." That's when I opened Jay's unread message, only to see the picture I had taken of him while he was holding the mutilated squirrel. Except, I could see the same girl from the picnic standing from a distance behind Jay. She was holding a dead squirrel as well, while replicating the same pose he was in. It's been a while since that incident occurred. I've been seeing a psychiatrist since, as a mental anguish from getting chased down the block with a baseball bat and witnessing what seemed to be the deceased spirit of Mr. G's daughter is something that still terrifies me to this day.
This is a story that has traumatized me for the last decade or so. I need to get it off my chest in order to find some closure. It all started when I was in my early years of high school. When me and my friend Josh would skip class occasionally just to fool around and spend the latter part of the day walking around the neighborhood just to kill some time before I headed home. Josh and I go way back, as we've been neighbors since birth. Our mothers would always set up play dates every so often, just so we could have some more social interaction with one another. We've been pretty close since, and have even enrolled in almost every class together, which made our relationship pretty tight over the years, despite sharing different interests and whatnot. Josh was a sports kind of guy, while I was more of a stay-at-home gamer. As polar opposite as that may sound, there was this one thing. For those that don't know what the Dawn Ditch is, it's basically a childhood consistent of someone's door. Just the obvious reaction of someone at their door. We always got a kick out of doing such things, as we found such childish antics amusing, considering those times that shock of the sort, which is
No.
Usually didn't on
I
Disney.
almost won a game skybasing.
It's a